Primero is an open-source software platform that helps humanitarian and development workers manage protection-related data. It can be used on any device both offline and online. It is highly configurable to be able to align to your in-country forms, workflows, and standard operating procedures. Also, any types of reports can be generated from the data collected in the system. All the roles in the system are highly permissioned, ensuring there is confidentiality and need-to-know principles. In this demo, you will see how Primero facilitates case management, incident monitoring, and family tracing and reunification. Primero was created to bring together UNICEF's core commitments for children in humanitarian action. It was built on the principles for digital development and inspired by the minimum standards for child protection in humanitarian action. The system ensures we do no further harm, access to impartial assistance, protects from harm, assists people to claim their rights, and strengthens systems and strengthens resilience. It offers a modern approach to data management which emphasizes design, equity, sustainability, and confidentiality. Users are always at the forefront of our decision-making. Primero was generated from various legacy systems, such as the Interagency CPIMS in 2005, the Interagency GBVIMS in 2007, and the MRM-IMS, which was mandated by the United Nations Security Council. In 2012, Primero had its first business case, and in 2014 we began development on Primero version 1. In 2016, we went live with Primero in Sierra Leone for CPIMS Plus, in the Philippines for MRM-IMS Plus, and in Lebanon for GBV-IMS Plus. In 2018, we began our investment case for Primero X, and as of today, in 2020, Primero version 2 is here. In this demo, we are going to be walking through Primero version 2. Primero is a configurable, extensible public good which is secure, supported, and fit for purpose. All the requirements within the system are built on interagency requirements and feedback from users who are child protection actors and gender-based violence specialists from the field. There are 3 modules within Primero, which are the GBV IMS Plus, the MRM IMS Plus, and the CP IMS Plus. We have global partners that are listed here who have helped us in building the system to what it is today. Primero directly contributes to the Sustainable Development Goals, which include gender equality, decent work and economic growth, and peace, justice, and strong institutions. Primero was also developed to align with and advance the conventions of the rights of the child. On the screen, you are seeing the login for a social worker on a laptop. Once logged in, the social worker is able to view a dashboard of their case files, which lists key indicators about their caseload, such as if they have cases transferred or referred to them, or cases that have been flagged by themselves or other members of the care team. On the bottom left corner of the screen, you can also change the language of Primero to others that may be available. In this task view, social workers are able to view case files which have been prioritized for follow-up or assessment. In this example, you will see the social worker has 116 cases. In order to create a new case or search for a case, I will select the plus new button in the top right-hand corner. Here I can search for an existing case or go ahead and skip and create new. The social worker will be prompted to fill out the individual's consent before proceeding. Once you've completed the consent, you now land on the child's details page. Here you can fill out basic information on the child. We'll scroll down and start out by filling out the first name, middle name, and last name of the child. In this case, we will create a case for Philippa Beatrice Belay. We can fill in a nickname, and the date of registration and the date case identified is already pre-selected as today's date. We can select her sex, which is a female, as well as her age and date of birth. The forms, fields, and lookups that you are seeing are all configurable and can be modified according to your program needs. Please note that consent of the individual is required for many of the features and functionalities showcased in this demo. We are now on the consent and assent form where we track the consent of the child or the caregiver. you can see that we're clicking off various consent and assent questions, which allow for various functionality within the system. There are pre-configured forms built into the CPIMS Plus and GBV IMS Plus, such as those that you're seeing here. Again, these can be updated according to your workflows in country. You also have the ability to add a photograph of the child to the case file. You can do this by uploading it directly from your laptop or mobile device. Once this information has been entered, you can click Save in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Primero has a referrals feature which gives limited access of a record to another user without transferring it completely. As you can see, we can do both internal and external referrals through the system using the services form. We'll work together with your program team to do a mapping of the services to ensure that all of the participating agencies are listed within the system and all of the appropriate services that they provide are also listed by the location that they work in, as well as the users that provide that service. This ensures that the right referral goes to the correct user. All referrals and transfers can be viewed on your dashboard and configured to send an email notification to caseworkers. I am now logged in as a manager of various caseworkers, and as you can see, my dashboard looks a little bit different than the social worker's dashboard. Here I can see an overview of all of the cases that my caseworkers supervise. I can see some approvals that are pending my action. I can see an overview of the referrals and transfers among my team, as well as any overdue tasks that are with my team. And lastly, where the different cases are in their different workflow steps with everyone who's on my team. When I go into the cases themselves, there are different alerts that are waiting for my review. If I click on a case with a pending alert, I can see that there's something that's awaiting my action. Here, there's an approval that is pending for a case plan for this caseworker, and I can quickly review and approve or reject this through the actions in the top right-hand corner of the screen. I can also add any notes here to approve or reject this case plan. In this case, I'm not going to approve this case plan and ask for additional details. Once submitted, this notification will go to the dashboard of the caseworker. One thing to note for Primero version 2 is that it's a progressive web app. What that means is that when you have internet connection, you will see online mode in the top left navigation. This means that Primero has full functionality. If you lose internet connection or you choose to work offline, you will be in offline mode as indicated in the left navigation. Here, now you can see I am offline. There are certain functionalities that are no longer available now that I am offline. I can see any cases that I previously clicked on while I was in this session, and as a caseworker, you'll still be able to register new cases even while offline. Once online, the information syncs automatically, and all information will be available across the database once online. We are now going to switch to another user with access to additional functionality. Another functionality is the ability to create a tracing request. Tracing requests are created for caregivers who are looking for an unaccompanied or separated child. The social worker is able to enter case information on that child and additional information that may be pertinent, as well as details on the inquirer and information that they have provided on the child they are tracing. Once we click on the tracing request, the tracing requests are screened for any potential matches with a likely or possible score. In this case, the tracing request could be generated, and the user could click on the score to verify if this case is a match. Once matched, the caseworker can contact the user to initiate the verification and reunification process. Forms, lookups, and locations are all easily configurable, and users are able to add, edit, hide, and delete forms and fields as required to adapt to changing requirements in this view. We have a series of videos on forms configurations that we can share if you are going to customize the system according to your workflows and SOPs. In the settings, certain users are able to manage users, provision role-based access, permissions, and passwords with intuitive controls. In this section, we also can view an audit log, which contains a list of all actions which users have committed to the system. Primero has built-in reports that are pre-configured into the system. Users can also build and edit custom reports, use filters, ranges, and aggregate counts to generate tables and graphs that can be downloaded to your device. If you're interested in trying out Primero for yourself, visit support.primero.org and click Try in the top right-hand corner of the screen to log in and try the features and functionalities of the system for yourself. Please note that features and functionality vary across modules and versions. For more information, please visit us at primero.org.